And I'm super excited for next comics night. You guys ready for next comedian? Fuck yeah. He's about to move to LA soon, so I'm super excited to get him on the show before he's gone. Makes noise right now for the very funny Noah Linsk.
My therapist says I've been self-sabotaging lately. How cool is that? Right? Like I'm a saboteur. Like I've been parachuting down behind enemy lines to drink 8 beers on a Tuesday. Like I've been texting my ex at 1 a.m. to distribute subversive literature. Like I've been crouched over a blueprint of a dam saying, over here I'm going to stop taking my psychiatric medication. And over here, I'm going to stay up all night playing video games. And when the dam breaks, I'll move. I get along really well with chameleons. I think it's probably because a chameleon's facial expression is exactly how I feel all the time. The last time I was hanging out with a chameleon, he was like... And I was like, I know, right? I learned about this trend where people are filming themselves having sex inside of self-driving vehicles. Yeah, the bloopers are horrific. I saw a guy with a tattoo that said Leviticus 18:22, the verse which reads, you shall not lie with a man as you would with a woman, for that is despicable. Which made me think, man, getting a tattoo about gay sex has got to be about the gayest thing a person can possibly do. But also, it really made me want to get a tattoo. My tattoo is going to say, it's going to be Leviticus 19:28, the verse which reads, you shall not cut your flesh or make any tattoo marks upon your body. I am the Lord! That last part is in all caps, which is why I had to say it that way. God is such a boomer, putting random parts of his sentences in all caps like that. God is such a boomer. He worked for 6 days, 6,000 years ago, and immediately retired, and he looks down on us. I don't know. I was raised to believe that violence is never the answer, which really fucked me over on this crossword puzzle I was doing. Whenever I find myself in a difficult situation like that, I ask myself, what would Zeus do? And then I turn into a swan and have sex with the problem. My therapist asked if I've been having any paranoid thoughts lately. As if I'm going to tell that CIA son of a bitch anything. My phone is spying on me all the time. I hate it. It's getting to the point where I can't even make an innocent joke about bombing a federal building without getting these targeted ads for ammonium nitrate. Man, oh man. I was driving home from an open mic the other day, and I was trying to make a left turn onto this busy street. There was 2 lanes of traffic. I couldn't go. All of a sudden, a guy having some kind of a mental health crisis runs out in traffic and blocks up those 2 lanes at the perfect moment where I'm able to get out of there. And boy, this city just comes through for you sometimes. I tell you. You know, I like day drinking. Does anybody like day drinking? Yeah. Fuck yes, absolutely. I feel like it's not even fair to call it day drinking, you know? I feel like it's just drinking, you know? If anything, I feel like we should call the other kind of drinking breakfast for dinner. And it's not that I haven't tried. I'll be like, I'm going to not drink until after 5, and then people will be like, it's PM. And I don't know if we're familiar with the Final Destination movies, if you've all seen the Final Destination movies. Yeah. It's the premise of the Final Destination movies. Basically, there's this group of attractive but unlikable young people who die one by one in horrible Rube Goldberg-like accidents because apparently there's this omnipotent death god who's like really influenced by Bugs Bunny. And I used to really like these Final Destination movies, but I got to the last one and it upset me pretty bad. I'm going to tell you why. I get to the end of the movie. The last two characters left alive at the end of the movie run back into a commercial kitchen. Okay, and I've worked most of my career in commercial kitchens, so I'm on the edge of my seat. You know, I'm shoveling popcorn in the mouth. I'm scoping out the equipment in the background, like, which one of my fears is about to get reinforced? Is he going to trip over a non-slip mat, fall face first into the deli slicer? You know? Is a new hire going to come around the corner holding a knife overhand for some reason? Is that a dough sheeter? Is he about to get croissanted? He got shot with a bullet from a gun in a commercial kitchen in a Final Destination movie with a gas range on this side of him and a food processor on this side of him. Bang! Did nobody involved in the production of this film ever work in food service? If they want to get me in another one of these movies, this is what they're going to have to do, okay? Act 1, we're introducing a new character, all right? His name is Chekhov. Chekhov's personality consists of he is attractive, he is unlikable, and he likes to wear long, baggy sleeves. And I know what you're thinking. This is already the most nuanced character in the history of the Final Destination franchise. But we're about to do an hour and 20 minutes of a more or less mediocre Final Destination movie until, in Act 3, we're going to pay off Chekhov's sleeves when he reaches for something on top of a stand mixer and just gets sucked in. And as Chekhov's guts are painting the walls of this kitchen, the screen is going to iris closed into a series of pastel rings. The Grim Reaper is going to step out from behind a curtain, take a bite out of a carrot, and say, "That's all, folks."
Keep it going for Noah Linsk, everybody! Fuck yeah.